Have you ever paused to think about what it truly takes to become your best self in a relationship? It's something many people wonder, because deep down, we all long to feel loved, respected, and genuinely appreciated. But how do we get there? How do we inspire real admiration, not for surface-level achievements, but for who we are at our core? Think of every relationship as a journey, where you are the traveler discovering the depth of your own character. You want to find the strengths, values, and gifts within you and share them with the people who matter. To do that, you need a guide, a path that leads to deeper understanding, stronger connections, and real love. Today, I'll help you uncover your true worth in relationships through 9 powerful lessons rooted in ancient Stoic wisdom. These aren't the usual hollow tips you hear everywhere. This is about strengthening yourself from the inside out in ways you might not have considered before. So prepare to illuminate the truths behind creating relationships grounded in respect, purpose, and emotional strength. Lesson 1. So how does Stoicism help you understand your value in relationships? Stoics teach us to focus on what we can control, and your sense of worth is entirely in your hands. It's not measured by attention, compliments, or social media approval. It's shaped by how you see yourself. Think of yourself as a rare gemstone. Not everyone who passes by will notice its beauty, but that doesn't make it any less valuable. In the same way, your worth doesn't shrink just because someone fails to recognize it. We've all felt rejected or overlooked, especially in a world where everyone seems to be doing great. But from a Stoic viewpoint, your value isn't defined by others. It comes from your character, your actions, and how closely you live by your principles. Are you honest, kind, consistent, loyal? These are the traits that form your real worth. When you truly understand your strengths, it changes how you show up in relationships. You stop tolerating disrespect, not out of pride, but out of self-respect. Here's a simple Stoic practice. Whenever you feel undervalued, pause and ask yourself, what virtues do I bring into this relationship? Remind yourself of the qualities that make you who you are. As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Knowing your worth starts from within. And remember, understanding your value isn't something you figure out once. It's an ongoing practice. Every day, remind yourself that your worth comes from your inner qualities, not anyone else's opinion. Lesson 2. Present yourself with dignity. Before you imagine a Stoic as a cold, emotionless figure, let's clear that up. Stoicism isn't about shutting down your feelings. It's about choosing where your energy goes, and how you carry yourself is worth that energy. In relationships, presenting yourself with dignity simply means being true to who you are. Many people change their behavior, style, or interests just to impress someone, but that only pulls them away from their real identity. Like a calm, confident student giving a genuine presentation, authenticity always leaves the strongest impression. Stoic thinkers believed in living honestly and respecting yourself, and this applies perfectly to dating today. Being yourself, your real interests, passions, and quirks, is what truly matters. The way you treat yourself sets the standard for how others treat you. Respect your time, your energy, and your emotions, and you quietly communicate, "I deserve respect." In relationships, dignity shows through your reactions and choices. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to stay true to your values, set boundaries, and respond with self-respect. When you see yourself as worthy, others begin to see it too. Lesson 3. Nonverbal communication isn't about being unapproachable. It's about self-respect and valuing your time and energy. Stoicism teaches us to control ourselves and prioritize what truly matters without giving everything away too easily. In relationships, rushing to share everything your time, feelings, and energy can diminish your value. Maintaining a bit of mystery and setting gentle boundaries makes connections more meaningful. How you present yourself, through your appearance, composure, and focus, communicates respect for yourself without saying a word. Managing your time and energy wisely shows others that you value yourself. Be fully present when you choose to engage, but it's okay to step back when necessary. Stoicism emphasizes balance. Protect your inner peace while remaining open to genuine connections. Ultimately, nonverbal cues, selective engagement, and emotional composure signal self-worth. By being discerning and composed, you shape how others perceive and treat you, fostering deeper, more meaningful relationships. Lesson 4. Stoicism teaches the power of letting go, not out of indifference, but by recognizing what we can and cannot control. One of the strongest actions in relationships is knowing when to stay and when to walk away from situations that don't align with your values or well-being. Fear of loneliness or change often keeps us stuck, but real strength comes from understanding your worth and principles. Walking away doesn't have to be dramatic. Sometimes it's a quiet, conscious choice to honor yourself. By choosing to leave what doesn't serve you, you create space for what truly does. This isn't about being cold, it's about respecting yourself enough to expect better. Embracing this mindset shifts your relationships. You stay because it aligns with your values, not out of fear or desperation, and that self-respect attracts healthier, more meaningful connections. Lesson 5. Setting boundaries silently. Stoicism emphasizes that actions speak louder than words. It's not enough to state your boundaries. You must enforce them through your behavior. True strength is shown in how you respond when someone crosses your limits, not just in what you say. For example, if honesty is important to you, encountering dishonesty tests your commitment. Do you address it calmly or compromise your standards? Your response demonstrates self-respect and reinforces your values. Boundaries aren't just about words, they're about consistent, mindful action. Small, everyday moments matter just as much as major events. How you react when plans change unexpectedly or when someone doesn't value your time shows whether you truly uphold your limits. Stoic mindfulness helps you remain authentic, calm, and composed while protecting your boundaries. By acting in alignment with your principles, others begin to understand what you will and won't accept. This consistent demonstration of self-respect shapes how people treat you, showing that you value yourself and expect the same from others. Lesson 6. Stoicism emphasizes practical wisdom, and one of its key lessons in relationships is this: judge people by their actions, not their words. In today's world, it's easy to be swayed by charming words, promises, or flattering talk. Many people speak beautifully, make grand commitments, or describe an ideal future, but do their actions back up their words? That is the real measure of character. Think about it. How often have we been captivated by someone's words, only to discover later that their behavior doesn't match? They promise to call but don't, make plans only to cancel, or fail to follow through when it matters most. Stoicism teaches us to observe these details closely, to see beyond appearances and immediate charm. Actions, not words, reveal a person's true intentions, priorities, and integrity. When you pay attention to what people do, you begin to set standards for yourself and your relationships. You silently communicate that words alone are not enough. You notice consistency, reliability, and effort. People realize they cannot simply impress you with talk. They need to demonstrate that they are genuine, trustworthy, and worthy of your time and energy. This is not about being cynical or mistrusting. It's about protecting your emotions while being realistic and wise. A Stoic approach encourages calm observation. Instead of letting emotions cloud your judgment, focus on the facts. How do they behave under pressure? Do they follow through on commitments? Are they present and supportive when it matters most? By concentrating on actions rather than words, you cultivate clarity and emotional resilience. You learn to value substance over charm, consistency over promises, and real effort over empty gestures. Ultimately, relationships thrive when guided by observation and discernment. Words can be sweet, but actions are the true currency of trust. By aligning your expectations with reality, you not only safeguard yourself, but also attract people who match your standards. Remember, a Stoic mindset is about being logical, observant, and thoughtful, valuing what is real, not just what sounds appealing. In love and in life, actions will always speak louder than words. Lesson 7. Stoicism teaches us to see the world as it truly is, not as we wish it to be. In relationships, this principle is invaluable. Often we encounter people who say all the right things, promising love, connection, or a bright future, and we are eager to believe them. But Stoicism reminds us to stay grounded and apply careful observation before fully trusting words. Being skeptical in a Stoic sense isn't about being cynical or distrustful. It's about being realistic. It means observing, asking questions, and taking the time to see if someone's actions align with their promises. Early in a relationship, this could mean noticing whether they follow through, respect your boundaries, or consistently show care over time. It's a form of thoughtful discernment, a gentle reality check that protects your heart without shutting you off from connection. Emotions can easily cloud judgment, leading us to ignore red flags or project our desires onto someone. Stoic skepticism balances reason and feeling, allowing you to see situations clearly. By combining careful observation with logic, you protect yourself from disappointment while still remaining open to genuine connection. It encourages patience, attentiveness, and clarity, helping you evaluate whether someone is truly consistent, trustworthy, and aligned with your values. Healthy skepticism is about safeguarding your emotional well-being. It's not about questioning everything or doubting constantly. It's about taking relationships seriously, observing actions over words, and approaching connections with thoughtful care. By doing so, you maintain both your heart and your mind, ensuring that your relationships grow on a foundation of reality, consistency, and mutual respect. Lesson 8. Stoicism teaches us the importance of standing firm in our values, even when it's uncomfortable. In relationships, this often comes down to the ability to say no to situations, requests, or behaviors that don't align with who we are. Saying no isn't about being rigid or unkind. It's about self-respect and protecting your integrity. Many people hesitate to refuse something because they fear rejection, conflict, or losing someone they care about. But Stoicism reminds us that true strength lies in choosing what aligns with our principles. When you say no with confidence, you communicate that your boundaries, beliefs, and well-being matter. It's a quiet yet powerful assertion of self-worth. This doesn't mean rejecting everything or being inflexible. It means being thoughtful and deliberate, evaluating whether a request or situation aligns with your values. If it doesn't, saying no is a form of honesty, both to yourself and to the other person. It demonstrates that you won't compromise your standards for temporary approval or convenience. By consistently saying no when necessary, you reinforce your self-respect and attract people who honor it. You create relationships grounded in mutual respect and understanding, not fear, manipulation, or compromise. A Stoic mindset empowers you to maintain your integrity, knowing that the right connections will appreciate and support your values, while the wrong ones will naturally fall away. Lesson 9. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot. In relationships, this means not pursuing someone who is pulling away. Chasing them only wastes your energy and undermines your self-respect. True value comes from recognizing your own worth, not seeking validation from others. It's natural to want to bridge the gap when someone distances themselves, but Stoicism reminds us that their feelings are beyond your control. Your attention and energy are precious. They should be invested wisely, not wasted chasing someone else's inconsistency. Trying to hold on to someone who drifts away is like trying to grasp water, futile and draining. Instead, stand firm in your self-worth. Letting go doesn't make you cold. It affirms your dignity and inner peace. Resisting the urge to chase takes strength, but it sends a clear message. I know my value, and I won't settle for less than respect and care. Those who truly value you will show it. By valuing yourself first, you regain control, protect your heart, and open the door to genuine, meaningful connections.